Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day out there. I thought I'd jump back into the 2x1 challenge for The Sims 4, hopefully finishing that up for the series. And right now we're very, very close. We have the uh, required amount for the household, which is it has to be over $40,000. We have 40,000 or simoleons. We have 40,000 simoleons in the bank right now. When I hover over their house in just like the menu mode or the world mode, I can see that it's 58,000 in total right now. So we are over that. We have 3 bedrooms. We have a basement, which we didn't need to have. We just put one in because I felt stuff was pretty darn cluttered. And we have 2 children. So all we have to do now is make it to elderhood. Can we do it? Or is somebody going to die? If somebody dies, it's over. I failed. And that would stink because I have a lot of hours into this. And to fail so close to the end would just feel really, really bad. So let's play. Where we had left off last time is our toddler here, Aaron, aged from an infant to a toddler. And now we realize that he loves being carried. That's one of his quirks. So we found out something about him. And as he grows and discovers, his toddler skills, he's only going to get more quirks and, of course, more interesting as a child. Oh, nice little fart there, buddy. So it'll be fun to see him grow and see what he becomes. It is now Winterfest in our household, so we're going to do something that I traditionally do with my Sims that works pretty well. I don't have it in here yet. Not sure why. I don't think I didn't do it, I don't think, because we didn't have children, so it didn't really serve its purpose. But actually, I'm just gonna look up tree. That should be the easiest way to do it. Here it is. So this is especially helpful with families and children if you have them in your household, is for this particular goal, which is called decorate, you can decorate the tree with your children and the Sims. The only thing the kids can't do is put on a topper. I don't know. I was 10-ish and 9, 10 in there, and my parents were perfectly fine with me putting on the tree topper of the tree. So I don't know. Maybe it was just questionable parenting. Not sure. But anyways, it does fulfill this decorate and then the festive spirit very quickly. And it's a good way to get those 2 tasks out of the way for Winterfest.
Benarb, il scarbish, Cesare, Boucharb.
And we discovered too through this that our toddler hates bedtime. So this will be really fun.
Flinda Arva. Compel Tukiev. Wafatub Fibose. Chul. Miatza. Nerf.
Chunkina, Grasha.
Narpa, maybe.
And I don't know what you guys think, but that garland on there was done questionably.
Maisie Grove, Graybow, Maisie Grove. Maisie Grove, Crab. Whoop.
Tobla
Hey.
Vul Thanika? Oh.
Ah, Ina.
I know for the 2x1 challenge, a lot of people either use painting or writing. I think the majority of people use writing from what I've seen from the forums and other things. And me personally, I like using the crafting table and getting their skill all the way up to 10 so you can make bathtubs and then sell them. If they have enough satisfaction points, you can get them the marketable trait, which gives them a boost to anything that they sell. And so for me, we just make bathtubs and sell them for a huge profit. So it's about 370 simoleons to make one, and I can sell one for 2,000 roughly. And I'm going to sell all 17 of these for a 25,000 simoleon profit. For me, this makes sense, and I usually just have my sim, when they're in a good mood, go down to the crafting table and fill up their, pause the game, fill up their crafting thing, and then they'll just create the bathtub one after another. So really good way for me to make money. This works for me personally. It's my preferred way. But a lot of people have used writing as well, which Eliza does do. So we have the steady income from Eliza, which is roughly around 2,700 simoleons, I think, per day. I believe it's per day that they get their writing royalties. And then plus the bathtubs that we sell for a pretty big profit. Let's keep playing, guys. And I don't know about everybody out there, but I don't know how you eat next to a spoiled plate of food. For me, I would have to clean that up like instantaneously before I could sit down and eat.
Uh-huh. Markle Finno.
Seems like Eliza agrees with me. Yet she is eating next to it. It is New Year's Eve now, and the Sims are sitting down to celebrate with the New Year's Eve TV. I've mentioned this before, but New Year's is one of my favorite celebrations in The Sims 4. So I don't know why. I don't know. I really like it. So everybody made a resolution, although not that exciting. Ramiro wanted to lose weight, which we all know is not going to happen. Edward wanted to raise a skill, Eliza to read a book, and Aaron, of course, can't participate because he is a toddler. But other than that, we've had just normal family gameplay. Like I said, I added these down quite a bit, so not to show you all of the mundane stuff. Happy to show it, though, if anybody is ever interested in seeing the entire thing without edits. I can certainly do that. But also, too, my game crashed, so I had to, like, replay up to this point because I had lost everything that I had done to my last save point. So this series for me is cursed. Unfortunately, every time I play it, I always seem to have some sort of crash going on, which just baffles me because I don't even have any CC or mods put into this. This is just, normal play. Nothing should be interfering, so I don't get why the crashes are happening, but, we're just going to move on and pretend that those issues never existed, right? Right. So they're enjoying New Year's Eve right now, and we're going to continue playing.
Curva.
All right. Edward is aging up into a teen. His birthday is today, as well as his brother's birthday. As you know, aging is on for the 2x1 challenge, so we're going by their clock instead of our own. 2 in romance? Really? Um, hmm. I... Okay, whatever. He's earned a bonus trait. See all bonus traits in Symbology panel. Teenagedom. Romantic... No. Sweaty gym shorts? Okay. Hormonal upheavals await. Okay. Best buckle those boots, the ride starts here. Well, he doesn't get to leave, so he doesn't get to experience high school. Let's see. I am not sure. Let's see. Let's give him the nerd brain. So this sim wants to be book smart and handy. Let's see here. Practice makes perfect, self-assured, clumsy, and flirty, genius, gloomy, erratic, romantic. Music lover, art lover. Well, we'll give him the bookworm since that's kind of where he's going. And mom is a writer. So the cool thing is we can dual purpose these cakes. So you can put candles on it once again. We'll wake up our toddler who will love this. And I always select the toddler, ask for help, and then choose one of the parents. That way I know for sure the toddler is aging, because I've done the like other ways before and I've aged the wrong sim. So I prefer to do it that way with toddlers, just to make sure I'm kind of covering my butt.
Nibahana. Suna Inapre.
Aaron aged up. He is now a child. So we have +1 to mental, +2 to motor and social, and 1 to creativity. I'm going to give him, I think I'm gonna, okay, that's fine. He can't go to a park. That's the only thing. Let's give him the hot-headed trait. Let's make him interested. Oh, he was inquisitive growing up. That doesn't really match, does it? To be a hothead but be inquisitive? Maybe it does. I don't know. How about, let's see. Inquisitive. Active, neat. Skeptical. Let's give him skeptical, not trusty in the majority of things you see in here. I mean, he's been in a confined area for this 2x1 challenge. I think at some point my sim would like question what is going on in this particular world. So we'll do that. Let's keep going. The next task on our list is to update these rooms for a teenager slash child. Now, I can switch rooms. I could stick Aaron in this room and make this a teenager room, which sounds like the better of the two, like the more lazy way to do it. I think I'm just going to redecorate these rooms. So bear with me as I do so. I just have to wake up Edward to leave the room so I can finish. Yes, I did pull most of the kids' stuff into this other room, but I did change the color and things, so I'm gonna keep working on this and then change Edward's room into a teen's room. I'm going to go to the trusty high school pack for this, since to me, I can really make it look like a teen's room then. I think for Edward, he's definitely going to go in the mindset of like a gamer, kind of an introverted gamer. So I'm going to give him those kind of items in his room to make it feel more gamer-ish. There, I think that's pretty decent for Edward's room. Looks more teenagery. A little more decoration on the walls. For our kiddo's room, I think I'm just going to decorate the walls with whatever they make, because that just seems very kid to me, because I certainly did that stuff. So I know he would too. Alright, let's play. I am hardcore debating this right now. I am thinking of buying this jungle gym and sticking it in their yard. Our youngest child has the motor skills aspiration, which is to play on a jungle gym. So I'm hardcore debating this, if I should actually buy it or not. I have no, like, and then which one? So we have the Revenge pirate ship, the Salty pirate ship, the Star Cruiser, and I think that's it as far as jungle gyms go. I'll just search by jungle gym and see if that is it. So it's the toddler stuff, and then yeah, these three. Or we could do the spaceship. I'm gonna get the pirate ship. Fluff it. I mean, they've got lots of money. So why not? We're gonna make our kid have a jungle gym in his freaking yard. He can't leave, after all. He can't go anywhere. So I feel like this is maybe a tiny shred of happiness for him.
Yola! Warble. Shima, Shima Magoy.
Winna! Fenoy!
There is some definite tension between Edward and his parents. He feels like he needs independence and he wants to go outside and like be a teenager and go to high school and experience all that stuff. And he can't because they can't leave. This is the 2x1 challenge. So it's created some tension, especially between him and his dad about, you know, wanting independence and wanting to be, you know, social. So now we're going to float into this difficult dynamic between Edward and his parents, which I kind of assume might naturally happen, and it kind of did naturally happen that way. We're just deciding to go with his first set of automated emotions about it and just keep kind of thinking in that line, because I think if, you know, if that were me, I would definitely have some grudges and some pent up feelings about not being able to leave. So I think he's warranted for now. So we'll see where this goes. I thought I would take a few minutes here and decorate the bedroom of Ramiro and Eliza. I mean, it's kind of lacking, so we're just gonna add some stuff, some decoration, maybe a little bit of furniture, things of that nature, and just make it look a little bit more lived in. I think first things I want are end tables. How fancy do we want to get for an end table? These are pretty fancy. Okay, yeah, we'll use those. Maybe a little plant to sit on the I'll go put this plant in the window. But one to sit on one of the nightstands for sure. Oh, that guy's cute, but let's change his color. I like that one. How about a lamp for the other one? I love the plum bob lamps. They're so cute. Let's do green. We'll make it less like all black goth style. Can I change the mirror? Yeah, let's make it at least a dark wood, not a white one that blares everybody's eyes. I think makeup would be fine for the room. Oh. Oh, my. Okay, no. Candles. Maybe the desk organizer would work. I don't... I feel like the body care essentials is a bathroom item. Oh, it's the tattoo stuff. These are baby items. The paused book. I definitely have a few of these. But I've crocheted my own bookmarks now, so I don't have to do that anymore. Sure, we'll put a box of tissue. Why not? A tall plant here would be fine. think if I go one more, it'll be too large. Yes. Unless I use the move objects, which I'm not going to do. I guess that's fine. I like that it goes with like the color of the room. Let's do a painting here. Or even a wall decoration would be fine. Almost seems like kitchen though for this one. It is with like the ice cream stuff set. I don't remember the exact name of the pack. Just don't feel like that's the theme of the house. No. Wasn't what I thought it was. Oh, we could do like some clothing stuff in this corner. Shadow boxes. I've never enjoyed shadow boxes. I'm actually getting one I've never really actually had a shadow box, but it has my so I lost my hunter jumper horse in October, and I'm having a shadow box done with his registration papers and some ribbons. And I braided a piece of his hair to put in this like memento box in memory of him. It's just like the first shadow box I'm gonna have. Actually, this could be a good door item. Yeah, put that there. This seems bathroom, like with the loofah sponge and everything on it. This seems more kitchen. Oh my. Cool, but not for this room. Can we make that smaller? We can. The other thing I could do that might be fine, I've done this in another part of the house, is like the little accent table right by the door. This one seems in style of the room. Let me see how different colors look. I think we'll stick with the dark style. If I can speak. I can't put shoes under there? Aw. I can put them on the table. This would be more like... Here, we could do this instead. We'll move this to the table, and then we'll move this to the dresser. It's not going to sit on top of the dresser, really? Fine. But I think we'll leave this on that table anyway, and maybe we'll move this over here. It still won't sit on the dresser? Oh my gosh. Alright, well... We're just going to leave this over here then. This is why I love the move objects. You can just be like, nope, that goes there, I promise. Okay. Some type of wall feature. I feel like that's chintzy for that room. Nah. I don't hate the wagon wheel there. I also feel like we need a rug right here. Yeah, like a round rug. Okay, that rug is kind of creepy. It looks like eyes. Would a runner be better? I don't hate that. What colors can we get into? I don't like it. I don't hate this one either. Oh, wow. Oh, that's kind of cool. It feels too modern for this room. Oh, one of these rugs? My grandmother used to have these in her house. What are they called? Rattan? Oh, wicker whims. I thought they were called rattan or ratatan, something like that. But she always had those types of rugs in her house. I had play horses when I was a kid, and I always said that that was like the horses' grass area to eat in. Again, this feels too modern. Oh, okay, this is better. Yeah. That's better. Should we put a TV in their room? Or like maybe some sort of activity set? Okay, let's see here. What else can I do to this room? Let's see. I think I will add a TV in here. I was trying to avoid it, but I don't know really what else to put in this, like, empty-ish space. I don't want another computer. They have 3 already. They have 1 downstairs, and each of the boys have 1 in their room, so I don't really want to do that. Doesn't really go with the style of the room, does it? That kind of does. I feel like it's got this, like, on the edge of being modern, but it's not really modern type of room. I'll do a bookshelf, too. Why not? feel like we need a painting in here of some type. I feel like this wall is strange with the window. Doesn't really seem to fit much, but like a smaller painting. Darn it. I was hoping I could get away with it. Nope. I'm okay with that. That works for me. There. I think that's much better than it was. It looks much less empty. And more actually done. Because that was in the way of the... I noticed when I expanded the house, I just grabbed the walls and I pulled them, you know, this way. And some of my windows went kind of wonky when I did that. I never fixed that one. I fixed the ones on the other side. There were two over here that they went kind of funny on me in earlier episodes. I feel like this painting could be more... Yeah. There we go. And now this dresser feels really mismatched. I like that color one. We can go white with it and it would be fine. This then we could actually leave white because we have the white couch. Should we make this white as well? It's like white and black, kind of. I think so. I'll stop fussing with it now. Well, Eliza is talking over her relationship fears with Ramiro, which I think is kind of interesting because they can't leave the house. How exactly would they fall apart in their relationship? But maybe the solidarity would be the killer. I don't know. It's an interesting thought process. It is Love Day, and Love Day is kind of hard in the 2x1 challenge because they can't go anywhere to go on a date. So we're just gonna have a date in the house. They have kids in the house, so it kind of doesn't feel like that then. So they're just gonna go on a date, but in the house, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Zook eat sugar blue. Nah, parfait schwo.
Narfa burl. Dernoi. Oh, uh-huh. Mwah. Choosing the lane.
I think let's give them the picnic blanket and they can go outside and have a picnic. If I can spell picnic. Ooh, let's do the lips one. That one's cute. I like it.
Grasha. Rema udis. Wexa.
What should we do for a food? How about flirty heart cookies? It's just him. It's not the kids. We're trying to make a date here.
Renglar.
Wayo.
Ugarish Benabo.
Oh. Gibbs.
Look at those hairy man legs on Romero.
Double.
Really? That's all they're gonna do is just sit there in silence and eat cookies? What? Oh, come on. Of course the kid's gonna interrupt. They interrupted the date to ask about the best void critter? Really? Alright, go away, kiddo. They're having a date. I'll just line up a bunch of stuff on his art table.
Starnoof? Bon and Gravi?
Ah, and Fabi.
Oh, Yibs.
Here we go.
Ukarao.
Huh?
Ship. Mershao.
Chirao.
Wibisuk. Oh, Rifna Fribe. Floy
Ah, Jiffa. Oh, Nibnob. Wissadib. Yo-yum Nurky.
Bimbalop. Yoyim.
Ah. Tip. Bazoon. Umura.
Zonksi.
Lovely.
Oh.
Espinoy.
Oh.
Sharbza.
Oh. Barumis.
Alabar Retarao. Mersha. Fallaru. Mersha.
Who shipped up your buffer? Kinful. Torbu.
Ha-ha! Fimems. Yabahorn Ubarig.
Noosh.
Uiba. Hanro. Agano.
Glarn.
Ah. Ismo. Lobe. Wakanda. Weevo.
I don't know what you guys think, but I'd totally suffocate.
Mushka harpene.
Mitzel. Rinka Shalbo. Spofani. Jessene. Dimas. Warm up.
Yasinarp. Amsoon Bafatamoy. Omfrog Palashirsha. Oavine. Skanes Shamae. Swobivzaffle. Bontrip Pala Camus. Spino. Lentim.
Yibs.
Benet.
Yibs.
Zip Quiniox Waxwin. Olite.
Kalimpo.
Momf.
Bimo.
Ah.
Rawr. Ow. Glarn.
Schmetzel Wallake Yasinarp. Winarg Kalumba.
Uduni.
Malspec Banamukia. Malspec Schwab. Beul. Oh, Miss what? Huh?
Urbanji. Chunkina. Grasha. Oh.
Well, I guess their date's over because Ramiro is headed to bed. How realistic. Woohoo, bed. Oh, I've never done this before, and this is a great opportunity to do it in the 2x1 challenge. We are dropping out of high school with Edward. He is already like getting a D grade or something like that, and I've never actually had The Sims drop out before. So it'll be interesting to see it this time. In no way am I advocating dropping out of school, but I wanted to try it here in game since this is a virtual space, a video game. So, are you sure you want to drop out of high school? You won't be able to re-enroll and some careers will be unavailable. However, you'll still be able to earn high school diploma on a computer. Sure, okay. High school dropout. Edward has dropped out of high school. He will be unable to join some careers until he earns his diploma online. Oh, that's neat. I like that. And I like how they've got the mean girl. He's not dropping out because of a mean girl. But okay, sure, whatever.
Gabo. Rainik, Feferu. Fashan Frambir.
Yebu.
Oh. Flurba.
Oh, gorilla.
Once again, the conversations between Ramiro and his parents are continuing to be mean interactions as he struggles with the concept of not being able to leave the house. And he doesn't have the best relationship with either one of them right now. And the only really good relationship he has is with his brother.
Galmu Schlurf.
Yib.
Yabin. Balachurf.
Floy.
Chimnovin Skivo. Bachangi. Ah!
Smurgas. Turub Quink. Kuzip. Cleavar. Oh, Nabaquink. Oh, Zilnoy.
Well, we have finally made it to the very end of our 2x1 challenge. We're now Eliza and Ramiro are both going to enter elderhood. Ramiro already has. Eliza is next. Since their birthdays are on the same day, we just did one candle and we swapped the candles out. So now we have two adorable elders in our home and 2 children, plus the 3 bedrooms and the basement. And our lot needs to be worth over 40,000 simoleons. So I'll show you that we have, in fact, reached that point just via the Manage World menu. Hopefully this doesn't crash on me. This particular save has crashed on me a couple of different times now, and it's caused me some setback in because I had to go back in and replay and redo a bunch of stuff. So here's our household. If we click on it and then the info panel, you can see that we have this for the funds, but the price of the home is 102,000 simoleons. So we've hit that threshold, and I'm very pleased that we made it. There are a couple times I wasn't sure. Some heat exhaustion, some electrical almost mishap type things. Even the son, Edward, had a few times where I thought he was going to electrocute himself. But they made it, and so this is where the 2x1 challenge ends for this particular family. I'm probably going to keep playing it, and I will update on what's going on in the Sims' lives after this, because things are going to be a little bit skewed now. We have 2 children that don't exactly have the best not milestones, character values. So Edward is irresponsible, is argumentative, has uncontrolled emotions. And his brother, let's see what his brother has. Same kind of thing. Wow, he's really irresponsible. So these 3 were really impacted by this challenge, and I'll probably take that into consideration when I move them forward in life. Edward actually dropped out of school. He was a high school dropout, and I haven't done that before on any play, so that was interesting to see. He can get his degree later, so he dropped out of high school. But I think he needs to be a young adult to do it, because it hasn't become available on the computer yet. So if you're thinking with your teen you can drop out and then just go and get the GED online, you can't. So I believe he has to be an adult. So how they become will be, and what they become will be interesting. Eliza is over $4,000 a day, or 4,000 simoleons a day in her book writing. And the other thing we did was we sold a bunch of the I don't have any in here right now, the bathtubs that Ramiro made. For 377 simoleons, you can make a bathtub, and then if you have the markable trait, you can flip it for almost 2,000 simoleons. So it's a decent investment. The other thing I did on this is no art easel. There was no painting allowed in this particular challenge, which we didn't do. We didn't paint anything. The kids did, but I shouldn't say the kids did. The kids used their activity table and drew and colored, but we didn't make anything on the art easel. The art easel was not allowed, and we held true to that. If you're high in art skill, yeah, you can make a bunch of money real quick with the art easel, and I didn't really want to do that. So it was a combination of a few things, and I even did indoor dates. So I felt kind of, well, I suppose that's the point. I felt very limited in this because my Sims can't go outside, they can't socialize, and I'm so used to doing that, just sending them around and like introducing themselves to different Sims. So that was really weird for me to even try. And I appreciate what they were trying to do with it, but like at the same time, I really missed that piece of engagement and going to like the festivals and things like that. They're not allowed out, so they're not allowed to do any of that. So it felt kind of empty for me, and yeah, for the at first it was fun, but then when you start like getting into the normalcies of what the Sims normally are, which is you have a good house and you're like upgrading stuff as you go along and your jobs increasing, blah blah. Not that they have jobs, but it felt very normal then after that point. But we started with a 2x1 square, and we ended up to this monstrosity with the glass roof, so they could at least see outside. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this series up. Any additional things that will be added to this will just be from, the kids moving on in life and like a checkup on them, but that will be pretty much the extent of it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the very last 2x1 challenge video we did. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you in the next series. Bye, guys.